Welcome to part 3 of your human body as a weapon. Okay, so as I left off, I was going to tell you guys a small story. I've told you guys this story before, but I am going to tell you this story again. Damn, liquid band-aid. I'm going to have to put that on again. I'm sorry. Okay, so when we first moved to Rougemont, and I've told you guys this story before, I leave names off because I'm not about humiliating people, and I'm not about hyping my glory up, okay? Because that doesn't prove a damn thing. But what it does do is it makes people who have fought you know that they probably shouldn't do it again. So when we first moved here, and like I said, we hadn't been here a whole week. Well, my family had been here a whole week. I hadn't been here a whole week. And I walked out to the park. I checked the park out, and we had just got a dog. So I took the dog to the park first. I wanted to go play in the park because we had shit that we didn't have in the projects. We didn't have the curly slide. We didn't have the monkey bar cage thing because we just had regular ass monkey bars that we used to play 21 on all the time. You know, and any one of those monkey bars counted. So it didn't matter where you shot it. It was always 2 points unless you shot the 3-pointer. Long story. All black people watching, they know that shit. I have not met a black person who has not played 21 with monkey bars. Mostly because you could dunk on the monkey bars. You couldn't dunk at the time at the basketball court that we had at West Haven. Shout out to West Haven, by the way. Anyway, and the big kids park and the little kids park, which, by the way, has probably improved a great deal. I haven't been over there in forever. But, so, in the big kids park, when we had the bars and we slammed stuff, you know, when we got over here, they had the curly slide, the teeter-totters with the animals, swings, and they didn't have a little kids part yet, but that shit was coming. That was coming later. It was coming way later. But we had the monkey bar, the dome, which we didn't have in the projects, but we had the dome over here. So we had the dome, the curly slide, the regular slide, the merry-go-round, and the swing set. And those two teeter-totter things, they had like a shark. I think we had 4 of them. I can't remember. But I'm pretty sure we had a shark, a jet, a motorcycle, and something else. I think it was like a hippopotamus or something. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure we may have had 4. But none of that shit matters now because all that shit's gone. But at the time, I went back to the park. And this dude, I don't know where he came from because I didn't see him coming behind me. And I'm a person who's always watching my back. So he basically like teleported in. So I'm in the park. I'm admiring the park. I played in the dome. I went down the curly slide. I didn't get on the teeter-totter things because I was too big for those. I got on the swing set, went down the curly slide, got on the merry-go-round by myself for a little bit. Yes, I said that. Got off the merry-go-round and decided, I'm going to go the fuck on home. We had a basketball court. I don't play basketball. I do kung fu. But I can play basketball. Not very well. But anyway, so I go on home. I attempt to go home. And on my way out of the park, there's this big guy. He's like every bit of 6 feet tall. I'm like 5'1" still. So I'm still growing. And I'm like 15 or 16. I think it was 16. Doesn't matter. Anyway, I had just moved back home from summertime with my father. And I got to the park, and this big guy just would not let me leave the park. This goes back to what I said in the second video, which is why I will follow you down. So, I told the guy, look, dude, I just want to go home. And the guy told me, I own Rougemont, and I own you. And I was like, look, I don't want to hurt you, big guy. I just want to go home. And I'm going to go home. So get out my way. So when I stepped to the left, he stepped to his right. And I went back, and he stepped in my way again. I said, look, man, you don't know me, and I don't want to hurt you. I'm going home. He's like, no, you're not. And this asshole went to grab me. And when he grabbed me, I put him in a chokehold. I put him in the sleeper, which is this. You know, his little head's right here. And my arm's like this. And he's bigger than me. So guess where? My knee is in his back. The way I was taught by my uncles who were all in the military. And other people who taught me martial arts. Because if you put your knee dead in the center of those 2 shoulder blades, you can really fuck somebody's shit up. Henceforth, if I take you down, I'm going down with you to make sure that you don't get back up. So he starts choking, and I told him, I said, look, if I let you go, dude, don't do this dumb shit again. Okay. I let him go. That was mistake number one. I believed him. So I got down off of the man, I let him go, and I tried to leave. Oh no, you ain't do that shit twice, buddy. You can't do that shit twice. There's something about pride that we don't seem to learn from, especially when you're over 6 feet tall, or at least over 5'8". Sometimes you need to know when to not escalate trouble. So he went to grab me again, and right back in the sleeper hole he was, with my knee in his back again. And I said, what did I just fucking tell you, dude? I just told you don't do this dumb shit. I don't want to hurt you. And just because you are bigger than me doesn't mean that I can't whoop your ass. You don't know me. I've been fighting for a very fucking long time. It would be good for you to not attempt to do this a third time. Okay, man. I ain't gonna do it no more. Okay. This is where I made mistake number 2. Mistake number 2. I let this motherfucker go one more time. There was gonna be no third mistake. Especially when this motherfucker went to grab me the third time. This time I put him in a totally different hole called the Cobra Clutch. That's where both my arms are locked and his little head's in here. Because I'm fixing to break his fucking neck. And I got him. I got him good. And my knees are in his back. Not one knee, but both knees. And I'm trying to break his fucking neck. He's got spit coming out of his mouth. He's choking. It's getting all on my arm. And I don't give a fuck no more. Because I warned him twice. Everybody usually gets one. But I done gave this dude 2 shots to leave me the fuck alone. 2! So it's like, I'm going to break your neck now. I'm going to fucking kill you. Because I gave you 2 shots to leave me the fuck alone. And at this time, the Rougemont Park didn't have but one entrance. Unless you wanted to walk through the creek and the sewer and all that other crap to go all the way back around to 5th Street to get back to all the way back to Rougemont. I won't go do that shit. I just moved there. And I didn't even know that spot existed. So I'm reeling on him. And he's choking. And he's choking some more. And spit's coming out of his mouth. And I'm still reeling on him because I'm pulling up and I'm pushing down at the same time. He's not breathing. A person can't hurt you if they can't breathe. And I told him, I said, if I let you go, you ain't going to try this shit no more. But if I don't let you go, I'm going to kill you. I want to kill you. Because I gave you a fair shot twice. Please, don't do it. Don't do it. I said, no. I'm doing it because no court in the land's going to hang me out when they compare my 5-foot ass to your 6-foot ass. And I tried to go home. You wouldn't let me. I will testify in court and I will do my time. But you would not let me go home. I just wanted to go the fuck home. But black on black is still a crime. And though I am mixed, you wanted this shit. You wanted this shit really fucking badly. So I'm giving it to you. So about this time, his breathing is slowing down. And I'm getting scared that I'm actually about to kill him. And I tighten up one more time. He's like, okay, I promise. I'll never fuck with you again. I swear to God. I said, yeah. You make sure you remember that you swore to God. Because you will be going to see him if you ever fuck with me again. So I let him go. He ain't bothering me no more. He could barely get up off the ground. I got off of him. I walked the fuck on home. After that, he never fucked with me no more. And up until I met 2 guys in high school who decided to come to my door to whoop my ass, which never happened, I didn't have any more problems on Rougemont until those guys came. When those guys came, they threatened to beat my ass and all the other shit that comes with threats. And I said, okay, that's fine because my house is right there. But I will let you know 2 things before this happens. 1, I'm going to heal. And when I heal, I'm not coming for you. I'm going to get you where it hurts. I'm going to kill your families. Then I'm going to turn myself in so that you can't touch me because I'll be in prison. But I didn't know that at the time, and this is before those big time murderers started happening. 16-year-olds didn't really go to prison. They went to juvie. But, none of that's relevant to the main story. The main story was a simple point that I had to choke a dude out 3 times because he was bigger than me and he would not let me go home. Which goes back to the main point of the story, that if you can't breathe, you can't hurt me. Or anyone else for that matter. Which is why when people are training, they always tell you hit somebody in the face, hit somebody in the face. No, fuck that. You hit somebody in the face and you don't knock them out or knock out a tooth, you're going to piss them off. And that's going to enrage them. And they're going to want to fight harder to hit you in your face. You hit somebody in the solar plexus, the ribs, the sternum, the kidneys, something that can do damage, fight's done. Henceforth, I knee you in the stomach and I elbow you in the spine, I'm halfway home from keeping you from fucking me up. Alright? Same thing. You're running at me and I stand ready to kick, but instead of kicking and you're too close for me to kick now to pull any power, then I'm going to knee you. So I throw that knee, because you're not going to think that I'm going to knee you. You think I'm about to freaking throw you a kung fu kick or a karate kick, and my option is front kick, because that's the safest option, or if I really want to hurt you, sidestep and drive that knee. Lost balance. I'm in boots, by the way. I suck at wearing boots. Learned that when I was in the Army. So I sidestep and I throw this knee. And that knee hits you anywhere in here. I don't give a damn how tough you are. Anywhere in here, and especially here, you're going to double over. Plus all your momentum added with my momentum, you're going to feel that shit. So I hit you there, and you can work your abs all you want, but that doesn't protect your solar plex. This damn thing right here in the middle where your abs and your ribs split, I hit you there. I'm knocking the wind out of you. And that's my moment. So when I, boom, drive that bitch into you, I come back down on you, I'm not going to stop. Especially if my knee is still holding you up. I'm going to keep going. And I'm going to elbow you right there. Up a little higher. So right there, anywhere right here, from there to right there. And I'm not going to stop. And I'm going to try to put my elbow through your back and out your gut. And everybody who's a martial artist just got mad. And that's fine and dandy. But that's what I was taught to do, and that's what I'm going to do. A few years later down that way by the road, I was taught how to do some shit by a Green Beret when I worked at Kepler's. So I'm very well rounded in what I talk about. I might not know the names of certain kicks or punches, and in that being the case, that's just going to be due to old age and the fact that depending on what style you take, the names have probably been changed. But an elbow and a forearm will always be an elbow and a forearm, and a knee will always be a knee. Now the thing about elbows and knees, as I try to bring this damn thing to an end, because we're almost 15 minutes in, you get more angles out of elbows than knees. However, and I say this lovingly because situational awareness and fights are very situational, you can still get this elbow and you can still do that with this knee depending on where your body is compared to your opponent. If your opponent throws a punch just past you and you elbow him in the face, you're good. If your opponent throws a punch just past you and you catch him and you snap on his elbow as he's throwing this punch, you catch him here and you snap his elbow and you grab him by the back of his head here, and you pull it down, boom, knee. I have done that to someone before. I didn't break their arm though. They had just swung past me and I got him. Boom. It was pretty much a lucky shot because you don't always get that lucky. You really don't. I got lucky. And I will admit it was a lucky shot. But your angles is all about where your body positioning is as the fight goes on. If you get past a person and they don't attack you, good for you. But if you they throw the punch, boom, 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 you're gonna do some pretty good damage to them, and it would be better for you to keep going after that. But if you're gonna knee someone, again, kneeing in the forehead is a little dangerous. Kneeing in the chin, you're probably going to knock him out, if not knock all the teeth out. Kneeing here, don't do that. We don't want you killing anybody. So try to place it somewhere in a cheek or somewhere close to a cheek, if at all. You know, here's how this works though. I'm going to be honest. If you do knee someone in the forehead, it's probably going to hurt you just as much as it's going to hurt them. It'll probably hurt them more depending on the momentum. But, you know, if you've got them by the top of their head and you're bringing them down and you bring your knee up, you know, there's a good chance you're going to hurt somebody really fucking badly. So I'm not trying to teach you that. But at that same time, you should know that it can't be done. Your angles on your knees and your elbows will always be basic unless you get really, really lucky or in a compromising position where you can get that flexibility in there, or you, boom, boom, you know, you have to be able to get that in there. And I'm sure you're all thinking, how does that work, James? Well, let me break it down to you in case you just missed what I said. It's all about your echolocation of your body and your body mechanics. If he's gone past you, you know, and you knee him right there, which is right there, and then you grab his head and you just bring it down, you know, it's done. It can be done. You know, it's just a matter of your fighting position after that punch is thrown. Now, from the front, that's going to be a little difficult. If he throws a punch and you get him here, and you boom, and then you can put him in like Randy Orton's, whatever the hell that shit is, the RKO, or the shit Kristen used to do, or whichever one used to do that, like you got the arm up here and your arm's here, and you're in a lock, and you just body slam them. You can do that too. But, you know, I'd advise when you knee them, that you elbow them this way. But if you knee them, and you can get your arm under them and clothesline them, then do that. Again, all of this stuff works on your body mechanics and where your body is placed during the fight. I hope that I've made some of this clear for you. I know it would be better if I actually had a partner to demonstrate, but the problem is that we're all on lockdown and the coronavirus is a thing. So I want you guys to watch that and, you know, remember that your knees and elbows are very critical body weapons for your human body. Alright? Elbows, forearms, knees. All of them are very effective and very dangerous. So if you're going to take a martial art and they insist that you use those, please use those responsibly. Remember, the human body will always be the world's most dangerous weapon. It'll be better than a knife and a gun, especially if you don't own one. But if someone does own a gun, don't bother with trying to fight them. Don't try to do kung fu or none of that shit on them. Because the only thing that can happen is they're going to freak out and try to kill you. And if a scared person has a gun, there's no doubt that that gun's going to go off by accident. Versus a professional person who's probably not going to shoot you. Versus if you just give them all the fucking money. No. So if you get in a situation where someone pulls a gun on you, just give them the money. You get in a situation where someone pulls a knife on you, just give them the money. Here's the thing. You can cancel your credit cards. You can't bring yourself back to life if you die because they slit your throat over a few fucking dollars. So just give them the shit. No. You can get your money back another day. No. It's just money. Thanks for watching. This is Kung Fu Habit number 2. Be seeing you.